Hey guys, this is DeThAddR at the DeThShop, and we're doing a little something different here. I am feeling a little bit better, but I was out in the garden today, so yeah, normal stream not going to be up, but I will promise you tomorrow night, Skyrim Catssandra. Wait a second, wait, we didn't do that right. Skyrim Catssandra gets another episode. Okay, well, all that being said here, we're looking at my desktop here, and not my second desktop, because this stuff usually is on my second desktop. And I'm just going to give you a little how I do things at the DeThShop here with the, you can see OBS is what I use. Don't even worry about the profile NES. You know, this was before I knew anything about what I was doing. Hey cardboard guy, how's it going? This is a little bit different stream tonight. I'm going to show you exactly what goes into making one of my other videos, not actually a normal video. So anyway, everybody knows OBS. They should know OBS anyway if they're on a desktop. If they don't, well then they might be using one of the other few ways to stream. What I'm just going to do here is I'm going to zip over onto my yeah, I gotta zip OBS over onto my second thing here. I gotta kind of shrink it down because it's a smaller screen on this other side. So we're gonna try and. I've got the preview enabled. I probably shouldn't do that. What I probably should do is just do it. Not do that. Because it wants to put it on the main screen. I don't want it on the main screen. I want it on the small screen. So let's see if I can get this out. There we go. Now I got it back on the other side where it belongs. Now, let's see if I can find my chat box here. There we go, with cardboard guy on it. I usually throw this back on the other side too. Which, yeah, it turned into a totally small box. I can't see chat. There we go. Alright, so I've got my crazy desktop here. I'm going to show you a few things that I do here. I've got this folder named Stream Stuff that I got a shortcut to. This has got all my stuff here. If anybody subscribed during the broadcast and shares their subscriptions, you'll see broken Matt Hardy's face with a "Brother Nero, I knew you'd come." Now, all these here are, of course, pictures of death from Castlevania, and of course, different iterations and everything that I tossed everything in. The Golden Axe is, of course, DeThAddR is from Golden Axe from way back in the day. The way I spell the name is 8 letters because of BBS times, guys. I predate the internet. I predate, what was his name? Who was that guy who said he he invented the internet? Well, he was wrong. But I predate the internet, so I began playing games as Inner Sanctum, actually, in what was it called? I forget what the name of the game was way back in the day on the BBSs. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I've got the picture of that baby in the background here. In fact, I'll show you the picture real quick. Spokane Falls. It's near where we live. Nice picture of her. I liked it. Okay, so anyway, we take a look here. We have, yeah, all sorts of different pictures all the way up until the one of the crazy picture that I had. The one picture that was really weird of myself that I decided to transpose here, which gave me my avatar picture that I have and I've kept to this day. Golden Axe I put in there, of course, and then I had to do a little color swapping and stuff. This is everything that I got here. I've got some clips of Mr. Bean, which that's for other Streamlabs stuff for like subscriptions. And I when I first started, I did all that junk, you know. Haven't had one person donate anything thus far, but I still do this just because I like doing it, and it gives my mind something else to do besides my garden work and stuff like that. Got this folder right here for copyright free music, and as you can see, this is all of the songs that I've used and I do use. The one thing that is that I have here, well, first of all, song credits. Song credits, and yeah, this just gives you credits for every single one, so that way I can copy and paste quickly and not have to type everything out over and over again. I think that it's probably a good idea to do that. And each one of these, I painstakingly match them up so that when I play them for you, that they will be basically the same. They'll be basically the same volume, so that way you don't get one that's completely louder. I mean, you may get one of a different genre that sounds like it's a little bit bumpier, but they're all supposed to be right around the same decibel level. So I try not to blast everybody's ears out, you know, because there's enough, we'll say it, ear rape going on. That's a hand banana one there, guys. So let's see here. Intro video test. I don't even remember what this is. Oh, yes. I was doing intro. This was for the intro to Catssandra, actually. I used a whole bunch of different stuff into that. And if you haven't seen that one, I had it on a couple of things, and I'll try and integrate that later. I just need to spend some more time with my computer, but right now landscaping is really taking all of my time, and gardening, of course, which if you haven't seen the garden stuff, you should go take a look at that too. Minecraft Legacy pictures. Actually, this is really cool. Actually, I'll show you a few of these. This is the very first world I ever played in Minecraft, and all the cool stuff that I found. This was before, like, I mean, finding something like this was great. This was a lighthouse that I built myself, and down below here was where I actually was, that's where I actually started at, and I dug my way in. I don't know why these are in my stream folder, but this is when logs would burn forever, so I put a log in the top of the lighthouse and filled the whole bottom with burning logs. It was pretty cool. And then I blew stuff up with TNT a lot. And a lot. Just kept blowing stuff up. But then again, this was and this was before creative mode too, so I actually went over there and made, let's see if I can find it, made this farm. So let's see if I can find my farm. Looking. This is all the stuff I've blown. All that stuff, guys, was actually, I copied the save so I wouldn't lose all the TNT on some of this stuff. But all of it was made with, well, I'm back to the beginning. Let's see if I can find which photo it was, though. I missed here. I know there's one that's got it in the background. There it is, right there. That's my monster grinder that I had, and it was a very efficient monster grinder. This back in the day where you got the you got every drop that you could from the guys, but there wasn't multiple drops anyway. Well, actually, maybe there was 2 drops. No, this was before even wolves, I think. So they dropped arrows for the skeletons, and creepers only dropped their stuff. Alright, I'm getting off topic here. How we do stuff here. Let's see, outtakes. Oh, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, this is outtakes for one of my outtake videos from back in the day. Sound clips. Oh hey, this is the sound clips that I do for all of my stuff here. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give you. Well, here we go. Since we did hand banana earlier.
Tonight, you.
There you go. Yeah, tonight you is definitely hand banana. So, this I tried to, for the same thing, I tried to put the decibel level about the same, so that way I wasn't, I'm not killing anybody's ears. So, how I do that, actually, let me go ahead and pull this up. This is a little thing that's on my toolbar here, highlighting it. It's a little program that I put on the toolbar called Any Video Converter. It's from NBSoft. Oh, and there's updates. Just hit cancel on that. Okay. So this will let me convert videos to pretty much anything I want to. I mean, I do a lot of stuff to MP3s. And that's mostly for the clips. Like, I will take, Indestructible Legion found out. I actually took his sister saying, "Stop it, I will bite you," and that's actually her doing Catssandra's voice. When she says, "Stop it, I will bite you," that's her. Although I've added a little reverb to it. And that's with another little program called Audacity, which a lot of people should know about. And if they don't know about it, well, it's one of the absolute best. It's one of the absolute best. Here it is. Looks like this guy right here, and it's one of the best things that we do here. I mean, best voiceovers that I do, because I will go over there and say, let me pull something out real quick here. I know in my extra drive here, let's see, my USB drive here, I have one video, or two videos, or three videos. Okay, these were all taken just the other day. Took these videos because I was getting the garden,
Did that at the DeThShop.
and I was getting more dirt, and you hear all that wind feedback. Well, all I do here is I'll take my nice little, this is where this comes really awesome. You take your AVC, and this is called NVSoft, is the guys, ANVSOFT. I have to give a shout out to them because it is by far the coolest tool for my computer, and it's free. In fact, I think I might just donate to them because there's just been so much that it's been useful for. So I'm going to take this right here, and you heard that wind feedback, and you heard the squelch on it too. What I always suggest is when you're doing videos, take a couple seconds before or a couple seconds after and try and get the wind and everything else that's behind it. And the reason is because my old Fuji camera is starting to whine as far as when it's recording voices, and it doesn't happen all the time. It just happens some of the time. But as you can see, I took that video and I put it up here. Convert this puppy right now, and this is going to convert it into MP3 audio for me. And once I get that audio, come on. It usually doesn't take that long, but I am streaming at the same time. Okay, so this is the reason why in some of my stuff I have that other stuff. So we're going to throw this back into here. So that way I have just the audio. Well, actually I shouldn't do it in there. I should put it somewhere. Let's put it in my stream stuff because that makes it easier on me. Okay, so yeah, because you don't want it on your flash drive. That's on like a flash card. I'm just gonna throw it in here just to throw it in here. Okay, and you'll see here that comes up no video whatsoever. It's just the audio.
Hey everybody.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this puppy. We'll throw it in Audacity, right? It imports the file. And the reason why I do this is because it's an MP3 file. And I can start playing right here. Figure out when my voice starts.
Hey everybody.
I also happen to have like the neighbors doing some construction, which was what that loud banging was. So what I'm going to do is I know my voice starts right at that peak. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all this junk that's back here, and I'll go up to Effect and go down to where's that? Noise removal. Okay, that spot that I just did here, I'll hit Get Noise Profile, and that'll take that as the noise. And what I'll do is I'll run it all the way across, and then hit Effect and repeat Noise Removal. And what will happen is it'll take out all that sound. Sometimes you have to do it twice, but here, just a second here. See, there's barely any wind now.
Hey everybody.
Although, apparently the wind sounds a bit like me, so it took some of my voice out this time. But I'll come back through.
Some, work.
But I will go ahead and change that out for you.
Looks like it, and they're putting a new one in, I think.
So when I do that, then I just come up here and go to do export audio, you know. And if that's what I like, then what I'll do is I'll just go over there and hit save, and it'll save that. And then what I'll do is I'll come back over here to I've got Movie Studio Platinum. It is something that I did buy. Sony Movie Studio is pretty excellent, actually. And if you take a look at this here, all I can do is, as you can see all the stuff that I've actually cut and pasted right here. Well, not all of it, but some of it. And we've got intro video, the Shore Acres video. If you haven't watched the Light Festival from Shore Acres for the holiday season, that's a very nice video I put together with this. The Catssandra intro screen, or the AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura backlash reaction. Now, if you did not watch that reaction, you should watch that, because, yeah, fist to nuts all the way, and it was really awesome. And then, of course, my recent Cooked to Death live lobster mac and cheese video, which was really cool. And all I really do is I hit new, I hit match media settings. I picked one that's one of my normal videos, you know. Name it something else, like, I don't know, this one. It's usually like garden update for me. And then I'll just put garden here and put OK. And then what'll happen here is, oh, la la la. They want me to upgrade to Studio 15. It's like, I'm cool with 12. It's fine. I bought it, what was it? I don't remember how long ago, and I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, so what I can do here is what I can do is take, well, actually, no. This is what we do. We go up to project, go import media, and then this is the last place that I imported from. I do GoPro dump for review. This right here was, this right here is a bunch of wrestling reaction videos of mine, and this was the, I believe, the very last one that I did, actually, the very last garden one that I did. So I'll give you an example here of one where I actually took the feedback out using Audacity. We'll open that puppy up, and then we'll take this project and we'll import media again. And this right here was not music, but the background track that I made, which I will show you right now. We'll go ahead and put this down here under, well, we want to do, we'll put it under music because it has to be different than the video, otherwise it's not going to play. We'll come back up here and start back up from the beginning, and you'll hear what I had for this one.
Hey everybody, this is DeThAddR at the DeThShop, or at least in the backyard of the DeThShop. Anyway, garden update. Sorry I haven't been doing much of streaming lately. Just been trying to save my voice, actually, because...
And the voice is a lot better. Thanks for worrying about me. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. This is kind of tricky because when you put the second one on, it's going to try and put your music behind it. And what you want to do is pull it back over, but do not hit the very, very edge. You just want to go right to here, because if you do, what'll happen is, if you hit the edge, what'll do is it'll put your video behind, and then that's gonna suck. All right, so I'm going to show you right now what this sounded like before I chopped it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the redone track, and we're going to hit play, and you'll hear.
Hey everybody,
hear the squelch in the back,
DeThShop, or at least in the backyard of the DeThShop. Anyway,
and the
garden
wind
update.
feedback. So
Sorry, I
annoying.
haven't been doing
Sometimes
much
I
of,
do get wind feedback, so we'll hit stop right now. Sometimes I do get wind feedback even with a couple, but that's because I always check it out, and if it tends to go there and cut my voice too much, then I will choose a different spot to do it. And sometimes that means that the little louder blips of the wind feedback will still come in, and I do apologize for those, but sometimes it's windy here. I mean, can't help that. Mother Nature always wins, guys. So we muted the track that originally came with it, and we put the other track down, the one from Audacity that we removed the noise on, and then boom.
Hey everybody, this is DeThAddR at the DeThShop, or at least in the backyard of the DeThShop.
Nice voice.
Anyway, garden
go.
update. Sorry I haven't been doing much of...
So once you get exactly what you want, as soon as you hit mute on your second, on your original audio, and have that going fine, you just go up to project, and render as. Then when you hit render as, it'll ask you what you're going to render it as, and if I were to render it right now, it'll take I forgot how long this one took to render. I think it was like a little less than an hour. Despite how powerful my computer is, rendering still takes a while. But yeah, that's just how things are. But anyway, I think that's about where I'm going to go ahead and end this preview, because I'm going to say no, because I already did this video. In fact, if you haven't seen it yet, yeah, you can watch it. It's the last one that I posted before this, I'm pretty sure. But I do have another video that I will be doing this on, because I do not want you guys to have to listen to the wind feedback and the whine of the audio that's not recording right on the Fuji anymore. I'm going to have to get back in and see if I can repair the GoPro. If I can't, then, well, looks like we're going to have to buy another one. I do have, in July, I've got another trip down the coast coming on. But the thing is that about this one is it's more of a business trip than anything else, so I may or may not get time to do some cool stuff. Wish I could show you why I have to repair my GoPro, but unfortunately it didn't compress everything before it got inundated by water. So, hey, things happen. I should have known better. I did know better, and I was going to go back and grab it, decided not to, and, well, paid the price for it. So hopefully I can repair that, and if not, then, like I said, get a new one. Anyway, this DeThAddR... Oh, wait a second. Wait. I can't end this. Not yet. I gotta show you thumbs. Thumbs. Okay, see Minecraft Testing World, which I haven't done in a million years. Minecraft Testing World is up there. You can't run, you die here. See, I just took pretty much screenshots and turned them into, what is it, 1280 by 720, because that's what YouTube likes for thumbs. That's what worked best that I've seen. One for Played to Death here. We got Destiny of an Emperor, which I'll have to do sometime again. All the ones for Final Fantasy. Ones for the Final Fantasy randomizer. I pretty much saved all my thumbs that I've done. Skyrim Catssandra from like the very beginning. Her first episode was on 8/12/2017, and she will get her 53rd, it looks like, 53rd episode tomorrow. I will promise you guys that. I do have previous thumbnails, but you can see, you know, this is how it started. Oh wait, 7/9 looks like it was the earliest. Skyrim Catssandra in HD. I love this picture though. It was a great picture. And doing this freehand, the Skyrim was a pain in the butt. I must have done that like 20 times in Paint. And I usually get these two is, yeah, I'll take the screenshots, and then I'll take one of the screenshots and I'll just go open with and not Paint 3D. I mean, I hate I like the old school Paint, right? And this is what happens. You got the screenshot file was created, and I usually go back here and zoom out so that way I can do this. And then I'll either cut this away here, or I will go over there and take a black box, like I'll just take a select here, run across, hit delete, and then just come over here and go with let's see here, what do we got? Oh, wait a second. Usually it lets me fill. Usually this lets me fill. I'm not sure why it's not letting me fill this, but usually the next thing I'll do is I'll fill this box here that I just cut away with black, and it'll turn it black, and that's how I make like the headlines and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not going to save anything that I do with this. And as you can see, I've got screenshots of all sorts of different crazy stuff. It's when we were doing Catssandra After Dark, which I haven't done in a long time, because I have to be up past midnight in order to do an episode of that. But then again, everyone's like Catssandra After Dark now because she's a vampirist, so, you know, being a vampire definitely changes the rules. She's had a few more different thumbnails, I think, than Maximus has. I think Maximus has stayed pretty much 1, 2, and 3 for his. Although I gotta admit, this Hag Raven is that's gotta be like the craziest picture I've ever seen. And I absolutely love this too. In fact, when I was doing these ones here, all I would do is cut out the box and turn it black again and put the next volume and the date in. And that's just pretty much to save time, because I really do a lot more stuff. I mean, now that we've gone back through spring again and we're into summer and gardening season, I'm actually out in the garden more than I'm playing, and I hardly ever play. Every once in a while I'll come back and binge on some YouTube, but the thing is yeah, I got stuff to do in the yard. This year, I've got a lot of stuff planted. In fact, I did, even in my next video that I'm going to post up on my garden, it doesn't tell you everything that I've got. I've now got green beans, I've got basil, I've got chives, I've got, let's see here, what else did I plant just like today? Let's see, green beans, basil, chives, oh, radishes. Yeah, I've got shallots and garlic and asparagus and raspberries, blueberries, black raspberries, strawberries. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff planted in the garden. A lot of time invested into it, but it's worth it, you know. And I have to admit, you know, I've got the first red strawberry coming up. The first red strawberry, and I can't wait to share that with Heather. And then, of course, here we've got Maximus's stuff too, and I have done a few different ones over his time. In fact, this is the new one, right? This is the newest one right here, and it took forever to get this pose with this lighting and everything too. You have to wait for a good day and all that stuff here, and you have to wait for Frost to turn his head just right, you know. And I really like the look that Ian's giving Maximus on that. But I should be back up to playing both of them in the next couple days, so that's really good. And of course, you know, if you remember, old school Maximus here. And I figure I'm probably due for a OBS overhaul too on the stuff that I've put up and everything, just because, man, this is gonna be crazy to say, but if we go all the way back, when did I start doing the screenshots? I don't remember when I started doing screenshots, but I started doing live streaming. I think it was right around July 10th of last year. I think, no, this was before. I remember that one because, yeah, I had to do it. By the way, if you haven't seen Monday Night Maximus number 55, it has two of the closest battles I have ever fought, and the Maximus versus Volsung was indeed the most epic battle I think I have ever done in all of Skyrim. It was amazing, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you do have to watch it. It's absolutely amazing. Just the battle on up there, and just how things turned out and what was left. I mean, it's crazy. Some happy memories there. I'm trying to figure out when my first actual stream took place. See, because we've been through a lot of stuff with Maximus. In fact, boy, I'm wondering if I'm wondering how far I'm going to go now that we've got the completion of the Imperials, you know. Because there isn't really much to do besides the story, you know, unless you're doing side quests. And I'm wondering if I should just go for every single side quest I could possibly try and get, because you can't do everything in Skyrim. It's impossible, you know, unless you use a bunch of console commands, go backwards, things like that. And I suppose I could do it because I've almost done it where it looked like the Stormcloaks one, because if you didn't watch the last Monday Night Maximus, yeah, you probably ought to take a look because it was kind of funny resurrecting. Oh, what's his name? Stormcloak, Ulfric Stormcloak. After the battle had taken place, he's all prancing around, pretending like his side won, even though he just got his head chopped off, and I just rezzed him. It was pretty funny. Anyway, okay, since we got the thumbnails and everything up here, you know, I guess that's gonna do it. Of course, anybody remembers this one. This was last year. We had some severe smoke on my side of the state due to the fire. I do want to give you a little update on this, guys, and I'm very happy. The kid who set this fire, who threw smoke bombs into the Columbia River Gorge, threw smoke bombs in there. Okay, you know how smoke bombs light up and then they got that flame that does this. Well, he threw those into a ravine in the Columbia River Gorge and set the whole place on fire. He was the whole reason for the fire. Well, he just, I think he was ordered by a judge just very recently to pay, I think it was $32 million or something like that in restitution. It was a huge number. He's going to be paying for the rest of his life, essentially. Now, the thing is that, personally, I don't think it was enough. Because if you've ever been through that area and hiking through that area, you know, in Multnomah Falls, which is one of the more popular falls, I would say, in the United States, because there's a lot of people that come there on buses from everywhere. I mean, different countries and everything. But it almost burned down because of this. It almost burned down because of this fire, but I'm very happy that he's ordered to pay restitution. But at the same time, you know, with everything that was there, if he would have burned Latourell Falls down, which Latourell Falls was spared, thank goodness, because that's my favorite falls out of that whole Columbia River Gorge, the scenic highway that's there. If he'd have burnt that down, I'd have probably came for him myself. Just saying, guys. Just saying, don't mess with my nature. I do like my nature. I'm not a tree hugger, but the thing is, when it comes down to it, I do like plants more than I like people. And it's because, you know, plants always appreciate you caring for them, you know, or people will always be people. Anyway, enough with the sermon. That's pretty much it. We've got thumbnails and everything. Here's the cooked to death live lobster mac and cheese one that I did. Photo of the guy in the, well, actually it was the girl, and I even say so in the video. I referred to it as a guy too many times. It was actually a female. I'm sorry. But word about the live lobster: didn't feel any pain. They don't have nervous systems that allow them to feel pain. You could tell because when I dropped it in the pot, or in the steamer, wasn't moving back and forth, thrashing about like a crazy person, you know, like you would if you were thrown into like boiling hot water. Nope, just calmly took it and said, you know what? You told me you're gonna make me into something decent. I'm just happy that you're gonna do something good. So we had some delicious lobster mac and cheese. I'm dreadfully sorry that it took me nearly a year to put together this video and edit it. Nearly a year. And it was actually rather easy to do, but I've got trips that I have not posted stuff on yet. And the reason why is because I just have a lot of stuff, and yeah, between work, which exhausts me sometimes, and doing the yard and keeping up with our house and cooking and having friends over every Friday night, you know, having my friend Doug over, who did get to enjoy this lobster. You'll meet him in the video. It's nice to, you know, it's nice to even just have enough time to put together something like this. All right, cardboard guy. Nice to see you, but you know what? I tell you what, it's time to wrap up anyway, because I've pretty much shown you the sneak preview behind the wheel of stuff that we got. Other stuff that we got coming here, you can take a look. I got Space Engine over here, which I want to do something on, which is kind of cool. And The other things are I've got Destiny of an Emperor I need to finish. I am going to finish that. I want to do some Ninja Gaiden because, and maybe even Mike Tyson's Punch Out, because I have not played those in years. And I think it'd be hilarious that somebody that was so good at these games goes back and plays them again for the quote-unquote first time. Because it's the first revisit in a million years. Anyway, and then sometime down the road, Portal Knights. There's Portal Knights. It's going to have to happen. Anyway, this is DeThAddR at the DeThShop. I want to thank anybody who watches this very much for watching. You're the reason why I stream stuff. I tell you what. Even if sometimes it's only me talking to myself, I'm hoping that somebody out there is going to get some enjoyment from what I do. And this is how I do it at the DeThShop. Take care, guys. Have fun. I'll catch you later. That's my catchphrase, guys. Catch you later. And probably not the first person. That won't be the last person. But that's how I do things at the DeThShop. At least for now. Anyway, have a great night, folks. Like I said, we'll catch you later. Goodbye.